What's up, this is Nak3d Eli, the mostly unclothed gamer, bringing you a speedrun for the library. This is on legendary difficulty, and if you have ever played Halo 1, then you know just how amazingly fun the library can be. Cough, cough. Alright, we're going to nade jump up here, take a running jump, and crouch at the top of that jump to get ourselves outside of the map. Essentially, we're going to be skipping a spawn here so that the first floor is palatable and we don't get overrun by flood on legendary difficulty, which is no fun. Shoot that fatty flood and get that pistol ammo. If you miss the pistol ammo as the flood form was dying, we touch right there to activate Guilty Spark and have him move along. Now right here we grab the pistol and boom, we've got full pistol ammo. We got 343 Guilty Spark, that little oracle dude following us. Now one question is, why doesn't he just teleport us to the 4th floor to grab the index? Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Alright, so now you notice on the 1st floor, every single flood form has disappeared. We've got nothing going on here. We're going to rush over to this door, which is going to cause Guilty Spark to go off on his own and open up the security doors. Don't ask me again why he has to like teleport somewhere to do it, since he's the monitor of the installation and should be able to control everything. I have no idea, but they decided on the library to make you wait a lot for Guilty Spark to do stuff. So we're going to be doing a lot of waiting, and I'll show you guys some really safe ways of basically waiting. The safest way on the 1st floor obviously being to just despawn everything. Now we're going to get here. This is where we get our shotgun. This is crucial. You wait for the enemies to be about to drop, throw the frag grenade, and keep your eye on that shotty. Turn to the right, take out all these enemies that are chilling right here. And you can also use the shotgun to kill any flood that you might not have killed with the frag grenade. So now we're going to move on forward. You're going to want to watch out for these dudes dropping from the ceiling, especially assault rifle flood. Those guys tear your armor slash shield slash health to pieces. So we're gonna move forward after killing all those dudes, and you always want to stay running. Just constantly run. Right here I like to save my frag and use it to do this little jump. You don't have to do that grenade jump, but since you're invincible with your overshield, it's really helpful. If you don't use the grenade there, you can use it right here to take out some of these dudes in that little corridor. But always save one frag here. You'll see why in just a second. Turn around and either shotgun or pistol some of the dudes behind you, but don't do it for too long. Notice that you have a couple enemies there that you absolutely have to kill. Now here, by jumping up on this platform, you dodge the 2 little fatty floods, and notice that his buddy blew him up over to there. And here you normally have a huge spawn of enemies. That's where you would chuck your lone grenade, whether it be a frag usually, or sometimes a plasma grenade. And you've made it to the 1st elevator. This mission is really, I mean, at least in the Anniversary Remastered Edition, we have some nice graphics, but it's still a very repetitive mission, a very challenging mission if you don't know what's going on or you don't know the tricks. So I really do hope that this video makes this mission at least a little bit more fun and a little bit less of a grind. So here we're going to hop on over to the left, and I'm going to show you a fun little trick to make the fatties dance, and I'll show you exactly where you activate 343 Guilty Spark here. So you turn left, you jump over that little, I don't know, tunnel, which also has a dead body in it, and then right here where it says hold your position until the monitor returns, you turn around, jump up to here, and then sometimes you can actually position yourself so that the fatty dudes stop moving and start dancing. It's about right there at that little drop off. In this run I didn't get to make anyone dance because I don't know if it only affects the fatties coming in from the left side and not the ones on the right side of where I'm looking right now. But usually you can have a little bit of fun. Like the game makes you, I don't know, it pauses them and then you move down this little slope and then it unpauses them and then you move back up and it pauses them. And we're basically just waiting here for 343 Guilty Spark to come out. So you notice on the radar that little yellow dot coming behind me, that's what I've been looking for. As soon as you see that, you head on out, you get 2 frags and a health pack right here. And also that positioning helps so that none of the enemies come out of the tunnels and start attacking you. So it's a very safe way to position yourself. As you notice, I literally just waited for however long that was. Here, make this jump, don't choke, or sometimes you can actually fall down there. I've done it before. And then here you can choose to jump on this little edge here, or up on the sort of the top of that ramp on the next slanted portion. The inner portion is obviously faster, but it's a little bit more dangerous. If you miss the jump, then you fall down into the pit and you got to go back to the last checkpoint. That's no fun. Now here we're going to do a grenade jump, so it's really easy to hit this one. As soon as this door opens, just throw a grenade at the floor, like so, and then as soon as it's about to blow up, you just jump. That's going to make it so that we don't have to wait for the monitor to open the door. Now here we've got a few flood running up this ramp. I'm pretty sure I like to use a grenade here. Yep, so there we go, blow all those dudes up. But my grenade, and this is like a glitch, sometimes the grenade doesn't go off there. I don't know if it gets caught in the geometry or whatnot, but you can shotgun and pistol everyone to death. And then around this corner, we have a health pack. And we have the hardest section in the entire mission coming up. So we really want to get full health for this. Now here, you try to use shotgun or pistol, whichever you have more ammo of, because sometimes you get almost no ammo for one or both of the weapons. If you picked up that pistol from the flood like I showed you on the first floor, like the very first encounter, that's super helpful. And then here I have actually tons of shotties. So this is very important. Kill him, then this guy, and then shoot whoever's there attacking you coming up. And then just basically shoot everything else shooting at you as you're coming. You have to be really accurate there. If you don't want to take that's more of a fast route, then you can also just back up and kill everything as they drop on you, and then proceed forward when they're all dead. There, I like to target the rocket flood first, so he's usually the dude on the right in the back, and then you target the fatty floods in front of you, and they sort of blow up the other fatty floods around you, and that paves the way for you to run through. Here, you have to take out those guys are always there behind that wall, so they're a very dangerous part of that section. And then make sure that no one's chasing you. You want to get your shields back. Bada bing, bada boom. That is the second floor. I tried to articulate what I was doing as I was going through it, but it is very fast paced. It is a run and gun situation. There really is no safer way to go through that, because if you pause at any point in that run, then flood will come up behind you and kill you. So it's really important that you sort of make it out of there, target the rocket flood, shoot the fatty floods out of the way, and then just basically jump and shotgun anyone that you see, and just book it to the end of that floor. That's the hardest part. If you get stuck there, you have to go all the way back to where my grenade sort of disintegrated. So it is kind of a long stretch, and you'll probably find that to be the most difficult part. So if you make it past, that's awesome. We got shotgun ammo there. The two dudes I was pistoling up there, you can go to grab grenades and a health pack, but I said YOLO. I'm just going to run on through, don't need it. And here you pull out your pistol immediately, start pistoling all of these flood at the end of this corridor. As soon as you get close, you can pull out your shotgun, and remember to backpack reload your weapons when you switch weapons. That's to press basically reload, switch weapon, and that will reload the weapon while it's in your backpack. There, I thought that fatty flood would have blown up, but he was chilling, so we take him out. Here, this is a pretty interesting jump to hit. You sort of crouch jump up, and then it uncrouches you when you hit the top there. It's kind of weird, but I almost always make that jump. I don't think it's too difficult. And this is the third floor, so this floor is not too bad. Here I like to chuck a plasma, and that's going to make all these flood look at that plasma, allowing you to easily come in, kill these two, and the plasma will take out that dude in the corner every time. Here we'll make the fatties dance, so this is another glitch where those dudes are just chilling looking at you, doing the Harlem Shake essentially. And for some reason the other flood will attack you. So if you see them like charging you, you just kill them. Or anything shooting at you, just kill it. Now if you kill this fatty, then all the flood spores pop out. So you don't want to kill him, you just want to watch him do the Harlem Shake. And we're just waiting for Guilty Spark essentially here to open up the door, just like we do on the rest of the mission. So there it says follow the monitor to the index. That starts to open up the door. And you can run on through here. Now there's two ways you can go about this. Here I like to grenade and /pistol /shotgun the rocket flood that comes out from right there so he doesn't blow me to pieces. The left way is actually faster, but the right way is safer. Essentially, if you take this route that I'm showing you, A, you'll hit a terminal right there, so that's fun if you're looking for terminals, and B, this will despawn the next group of enemies, so it's extremely safe. However, it is a longer route, so if you are doing like a true speedrun or you're going for the world record, you're going to go to the left 4 enemies are going to jump out at you on the last little jump part. You grenade them or shotgun them to pieces, and then you basically are going to throw a sticky onto that second platform and shotgun everything else as you're running through. Notice right here you're usually getting shot at. There's tons of enemies trying to kill you, but if you take the route that I showed you, it's super safe. You will not die, and it's just a free pass essentially. Here we got a couple more grenades and a health pack. I like to shotgun that dude there. Some people like to throw a plasma down on the floor for them. So that's basically two options for that strategy. That's what I'm trying to say. Now here again, these corridors, you're always basically running and gunning. As things fall, you shoot them, but you never stop moving. You keep running. And that section's usually not too bad. There's no rocket flood, nothing crazy. Once we get into here, we're going to be super safe. You can basically run to this corner. There's a health pack with, I think, some nades right there. And then you hide right here. Do not shoot, okay? This is really important. If you shoot or make any noise, or if they see you, for some reason you were too slow running into this corner, then you're going to start getting attacked for a full minute and a half, however long we're sitting here. I'll use this time to explain a couple tricks on this section and some other sections as well that can speed up your run, but I wouldn't recommend to beginners. So one option, instead of going into this corner, is to actually hit the loading zone for this room and then move straight backwards into the other door that closes. And what happens is if you wedge yourself in between the door right as it's closing, then you'll get trapped in the door and the flood won't be able to see you, but you can see them. And then as soon as this door that I'm looking at opens, you can essentially just run right past all of them. So that's an alternative method. I honestly like this method better, even though it's not as cool. You're not like glitching into any geometry. I like this method better because as soon as the door opens, you can book it and you don't have to cross over a bunch of these flood forms. Now, the really fast method for getting through this room is called a flood bump. And if you've seen it done before, it's extremely difficult. The concept is that basically some flood respawn. You've seen this, right? You kill them and then they just immediately stand back up again. So those are called respawners. And you need a respawner to actually fall into the door as you kill him. So you like lure him into the corner and kill him. And then if you stand on his body in a certain way, the game, because of the way the collision works, doesn't want you to be in the same place as him. This is important. On this corner, right after the long wait, you're always going to chuck a grenade. And that's going to get you a killionaire or 2 killionaires. Yay! Yeah, so that's important. Don't forget that grenade. I sometimes forget it. And then you have to like fall back and kill a bunch of stuff, and it's not as safe, not as clean. So yeah, I was saying the flood bump, you basically stand on top of this flood that's about to respawn. And because of the way the collision works, the game doesn't want 2 creatures in the same spot essentially. And it will push you through the door. So you can save tons of time. I just watched Skirty's world record speedrun of this that he just got. It was like a 12.5-minute run. And he hit all 3 flood bumps that I at least know of. And that's really crazy that he hit all. I think he hit all of them on his first try too. So just a really, really insane record. Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend that for beginners. Just take this route that I'm showing you. This route that I'm doing makes this part honestly really easy. I really don't think library is that bad anymore after learning this route and these tricks that I've done. Now there, notice that I took extra care to take out that plasma pistol and all the enemies in that room. That's because, oh, hold up, we got some glitching into the walls here. You notice the 3rd floor, the elevator. This is what level design looks like. And you can literally just walk into this corner of the wall. You jump up on the ledge and look in the corner, and this is what you'll see. You can see the flood, but they can't see you. And again, you don't want to shoot here or else you attract the attention of the flood. But yeah, as I was saying, the world record for this is really impressive. Flood bumps really hard, but these methods are super safe. Before getting to this room, you can go down that tunnel, or you can grenade jump into that little hole. And if you do that grenade jump, then you do want to kill all the enemies in that room, because if you don't have shield and you hit yourself with a grenade, you will be dead. And that's never fun. Now here we're going to start booking it. The hard part of the mission is over, in my opinion. Once I get to this part of the mission, you're just sort of, I just like to coast and enjoy the ride. Most people hate the library, but for me, it's like I hate the 2nd floor, that really long sequence, because it's just such a long grind with no checkpoints. But outside of that, I actually enjoy this mission. Now here you're going to want to kill all these little dudes. Try to, again, take no damage because we're going to be doing a grenade jump. And so right here, you can wait for as soon as the door opens to do the grenade jump like we've done on all the other floors. And then you can run straight through the middle here. Or you can wait for it to open. There's sort of a second opening. And then you run through and run to the left and then jump back over on this spot after all your shield comes back. And that is how you do the library in about 15 minutes on Legendary. Very safe routes, pretty safe methods. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time on 2 Betrayals.